It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Welcome back to Aegon's Conquest and our campaign ruling in the Iron Throne. He's not only King of the Iron Throne but also the Emperor of New Valyria, so he is the all-round de facto leader of the vast majority of the world. Now, I did say at the end of the last episode that we would take on the Khal because I think it's going to be nearing Aegon's last few days, and we may as well do as much with him as we can whilst we've got him. So without further ado, I think he's... oh, there is a Khal here who we can just deal with. What can we do? Colonise. Colonies will be unprofitable and provide little troops. So we can colonise Raish Diwi, but we can also... ending their rape and pillage. What does that do? Split up. That gives us 500 prestige. Whoa. And if we lose, we pay him an awful lot. Not that we would lose, but... whereas Dragon Conquest just means we claim him. I suppose what we should do, really, is an anti-nomad against you. All women kidnapped, slaves captured and swords stolen from the subjects of King Aegon by Moscow, Corvo and his fellow looters shall be returned along with a sum of gold in recompense. The Khal will be imprisoned, he'll pay us some gold and we'll gain a ton of prestige, so it will split up his Khal, I think. We might as well give it a go, something to do, although we're not allowed to do it, so we'll have to do the Dragon Conquest. We can do Emancipation, but that's just to get rid of slavery, and quite frankly, nah. There we go. Now, I wonder if he will actually set about surrendering. Now, why can I get troops from you, Joffrey? Strange, but I will use them. I will also need some ships from you if you've got any. You've got 30. Can I get any more from anywhere particular? What about the Iron Isles? If they could give me a fleet, that would be most helpful. They'll give me 40, but what about Nettlemont? Oh, there we go, 196. That's what we like to see. Let's get you out together. The Lord of Valantis, or Triarch of Valantis. Lord Paramount of the Vale. The only two that have actually accepted. Wow. Out of all the lords that we have, only those two have said yes. Which is both surprising and also a little disappointing. But that's okay, we don't need them. Good old Aegon can do this by himself. My wife Ray has been letting herself go as of late. What was once a graceful and delicate woman has slowly become an undignified and hefty glutton, only excited about her next feast. Nothing wrong with putting a little meat on your bones. She likes me for it, or we can say stop stuffing yourself, you pig. Does that decrease her fertility? It doesn't, so I'm not going to be that fussed. Do I still have... I do indeed still have Rhaenys. He's called in some of his co's, which was to be expected. Who do we want leading the army with Aegon? Gunter and the Lord Commander Griffith, that sounds good to me. Hopefully those ships from the Iron Islands are on their way. Just circling around the coast of Dawn. If you have enjoyed the Aegon series, then please do consider leaving a like, subscribe, hit the bell, all those good things. It's all greatly appreciated. Whilst riding through the woods, I came upon this peasant wench. I then remembered an ancient custom called the Lord's Right, where when commoners or peasants married, their lord might bed them. I don't really want to gain greedy. Although that is quite good. National tax modifier plus 10%. That's quite powerful. I know there's a lack of diplomacy there, but still. For that, I'm not going to complain. My son Jaehaerys, as a member of the royal family, should be protected by a member of the Kingsguard. True enough, we'll give him the weakest one up for sale. Edwin is not going to be it. Buckwell is only aged 20, so I think he's a good fit. He can bond with him. He may well be a future Lord Commander, should that be what Jaehaerys deems. Now I am looking to start playing some other games. I was thinking of playing a Vampire, which is a Victorian vampire game in which you play as a vampire doctor. Do let me know what you think, or other games that you might like to see, because I will be very happy to take a look and possibly do them. But once my final law exams are over in a couple of weeks, I will be a free man. So apologies for all the sporadic content of late, but I've been trying my best to at least get some things out. Right, where is your capital? Bit of a trek, but that's okay. That's okay, Aegon can do that. I don't think we're gonna have... Whoa, he has ships? The boy has ships. And I've got no troops. How have you got ships? How many can you give me? You can give me 4k. You can give me 2. I don't know how many people he's got on these boats. Aegon might have to sit in this army for a second. Oof. This could be painful, ladies and gents. Let's see what happens. Ooh, he's got 9k there. Youch. Well, let's deploy Valyrian. Ooh, he died. He tried to slay a dragon and failed. He was beaten back by the flames and was severely burned. So he's all burned and depressed. Unlucky, buddy. Shouldn't have gone up against us here. While riding ahead with your personal guard, you suddenly found yourselves isolated on the King's Landing battlefield and surrounded by enemy soldiers. A violent melee ensued, but you gave a good account of yourself and managed to return to the main body of your army. We gain 100 prestige for that. That's amazing. That is very powerful. And my wife's troops are coming down to reinforce, so we should be alright. But that was a lucky defense there. We'll have Aegon go back and lead over here. My son Vanix, as a member of the royal family, wants a piece of the Kingsguard as well. That's fine. I'm going to give him the weakest, which I think will be Alan Cahiras, who's also a little bit old, but that's okay. He's the heir, so it's less important. My enemy, Koholo, has returned from the Battle of Vaes Mezai alive, but has suffered a gruesome and horrific injury. He's been maimed. Where's your Dothraki troops gone? Possibly into Highgarden, but that's okay. Griffith can defend the capital. Meanwhile, you're gonna head to his capital, which is just here. But if you do see any capitals on the way, be free to just ransack them, Aegon. In fact, we have got some allies already there. Ah, so Moscow... It doesn't say he's burned, but I thought he did get burned. I could improve the fortifications of King's Landing, which, whilst we've got the funds, we might as well do. It's quite difficult for him to trek through the Dothraki deserts, but we've got more troops coming in. Gunsa and Aegon have become good friends. I think we'll be alright here without Aegon. My Master of Whisperers has said that Osmond Stokeworth could be... We'll ask him politely, let's not get into too much issue. And he's accepted, so that's fine. The Dothraki there have been defeated perfectly. And we are nearly at the capital. I will be paying no interest to any bank, thank you. Right, let's take... Oh, this isn't actually the capital. But nevertheless... Where's your capital then? Ah, your capital's all the way over there. But it's already been taken over by Lord Arryn. So we might as well just go and take other semi-capitals. The Stormlands, Edric has decided to join me. Always welcome more support in the war efforts. Good old Aegon, you're at the age of 58 now, but you're doing very well. The only bad one is really your diplomacy's not too hot. Let's try and win the war. That's a bit of free prestige for us. Nothing to be shunned at. Take out you and grab this place. Are you part of the army, Zacco? I'm guessing you are. Yeah, you are. So if we take you out, that should be a big boon to our war score. Do we use dragon? I think we do. We get Valyria. Oh, I can't. Ah, because the enemy leader is in battle against me. That makes sense. And surprisingly, they didn't increase war score at all for any of that. Which is rather annoying, but there we go. So more people are joining the war against the Dothraki. We need one more capital, I think, and that should do us. He's calling more people in to help, but I'm afraid he is wasting his time. Aegon, you're gonna lead here, because this is quite a big force. Oh, let's get it before he completes his siege. Again, can't use the dragon. I take it Balerian's not injured, is he? No. So why can't we use him? Little surprising, but I think that'll be a decent win for us. Yeah, 93% there. Beautiful. My bannerman Lord Jonas Rosby is currently under threat from external enemies. Will of course defend him. Where's the army over here? There you are. Go fight for your king. A raven has arrived at Sar Roy. He's announced a wedding between Caitlin. They can have my assent, that's fine. We're not going to do the first night tradition. It's going to take us to 96%. Perhaps if we get this, we'll be alright. Are they taking the capital back? They are trying to. Well, let's go take out them. Because holding on to the capital will be a big boon. He's sending in some more ships, no doubt, to King's Landing itself. Don't know why he keeps doing this. It's kind of futile, but you know what? If that's what he wants to do, then that's what he'll do. Feeding the beast here, and that is the 100% that we need. And the Dothraki, I'm sorry to say, will be demolished. So, what do we get for that? I don't think we got much for that, did we? Oh, he just runs under us now. How weird. So we now have a Dothraki horde working for the Iron Throne. That is a bit strange. Let's change the ambition to improve the diplomacy a little bit. The good burghers of Flea Bottom are barely able to pay their taxes. You want minimal city taxes? Go away. Great Wars has ended. Let's see how the map looks when everything is back in position. The Dothraki Horseword Ko-Mono has launched a raid on our lands. No. You humbly ask that you intervene on your behalf against the aggression of High Priest Illyrio. Do I not have medium law in New Valyria? I don't. Well, that's something we need. We have it in... here. We don't even have it in the Iron Throne, surprisingly. Inheritance, though, goes both to Jaehaerys. So Jaehaerys is going to have everything, which is great. But no one's listening to me. Well, that's not on. However, we have conquered the Dothraki horde, so... I mean, everyone has submitted to Aegon. He is undoubtedly the ruler of the entire world. Little exaggeration, but... I mean, we could continue. I don't know if we will. Let me know if you'd want me to continue, but he's basically achieved everything he can achieve. He's Emperor of New Valyria, King of the Seven Kingdoms. He's even taken over the largest of the Dothraki, who now pledge their allegiance to him. Hopefully you've enjoyed the series. If you'd like to see more, then let me know. Otherwise, we may well bring this one to a close. I think he's done a great deal. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all those good things. And in the meantime, I will see you all in the next or another episode.